All right, guys, so we're going to continue with our Bodylock series, but this time we're not initiating with centered grips with my hands in the back of in the center of his back. I'm looking for a stagger grip. So I'm favoring my right side. So as I enter this time, I'm going to go right hand dominant. So I'm going really far through with a long arm with my right side, and my left arm's going very short over the inner thigh here. I come to this position here. Once I'm in this position, I'm going to go 10 fingers. Okay? You can go gable grip sometimes, but I prefer 10 fingers. Just gives you that extra room to pull my arm through back to the inside of his hip line. Now, when we're doing this grip, I'm making sure that I'm going long arm, palm down, short arm, palm up. Just makes life a little bit easier to keep the pressure on my opponent's inner thigh as opposed to this way around. So I'm into position. Okay? I'm going to put him on his back. And I'm staying heavy here. It's important that I'm using my short arm to pin my partner's hips. Let's come back this way. Once I've pinned this hip towards the floor, my next step would be to try and sprawl and free myself of this hook on my right side, because I want to aim to split his feet. So what I'm looking to do is I step up my left foot, create tension, and then I'm dropping my right hip to the mat. I've lost that hook now. This now allows me to start coming back into the middle, into this initial split. From here, we are looking at getting inside position of the whole body of both feet, rather than just having a single split with the one leg here. So I'm going to start looking to shin circle this foot inside, and I'm heavy in this position, using my back like a wall on his inner thigh so he can't use his far leg. I'm making sure this hook on the bottom is towards his ankle. I'm not going high towards the knee. Okay, I don't have much control from this point. I'm going to go towards the ankle so I'm in line with his knee here. Keeping active with this short arm here. The first pass we're looking at is going to be a nice simple knee cut. But there's a small detail change. Traditionally, the knee cut will be here, and then I'm sliding through with my hip. What I'm aiming to do now is I'm going to penetrate the gap between my own wrist and Luke's hip line. So Luke, just moves his arm out of the way a second. There we go. I'm here. My aim is to go directly in between my wrist and his hip line. I come up, here. And now I'm sliding through. This now allows me to stay nice and tight to my partner, and then I can start walking back to the hips, but making sure that I'm not squaring up. If I square up, his knee comes inside, and I lose that positioning. As I slide through, I walk immediately back to the hips, making his legs face away from me. I have a really tight, strong tight waist here. Now I can start working, progressing to a trap grip, and then take us back ultimately from there. So again, we're here, we're going to create off balance. So again, it's all about separation of the ribs to the, and the elbows. So whether it's a club of the head to make him post as he recenters, favoring that right side with a long arm, left hand, short arm, applying pressure on that inner hip. From here, I'm stepping my left leg up, okay, to pinch my elbow and knee together. This hook's more than likely going to be still active, so I'm in this position. Right foot sprawls heavy, so I can go hip towards the mat to get rid of that far side hook. Here. Once I'm here, you can either come back to the knee in the middle, or you can stay slightly tilted with your hips and then start pummeling this foot here. Okay, I'm really isolated his legs and his hips. It's very hard for Luke to maneuver himself from this position. And then to complete the knee cut, I'm going to bring my weight forward a little bit, then just lift my knee and my shin directly over this inner thigh here. And now I step. Now I can release my foot and then immediately chase the hips back to this side. One more time. But throughout the whole thing, I've kept my hands connected and it keeps me tight to my partner so I can secure that pass. And then once I've scored points, I can progress and work from there. Everyone cool? Any questions? Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. Let's train.